So last night I went to see The Critic. It's my first time back in cinemas for ages. Literally, it's been like a month since I actually went to see a new film, just because of holidays and work and things like that. So yeah, was it good to return to cinema for me or not? Welcome back, or if you are new here, welcome. My name is Katrina, and usually I make bookish content here on this channel every week and then movie reviews here at the weekend, but we've had a little bit of break, so we're trying to get back into that normal posting schedule. I will leave a playlist of my movie reviews linked up above, because all of my movie reviews are spoiler free, in case you are looking for something else to watch this weekend, or you're looking for something to stream this weekend, because a lot of the films I've talked about are now on streaming. Inside Out 2 is almost here. I'm very excited. Yes, so I went to see The Critic. Now, I remember seeing a trailer for it and then couldn't remember an awful lot about it, but I remember seeing the trailer and thinking, oh, this looks good. So I was kind of going in slightly blind, but it's basically about a theatre critic set in 1930s London. The paper that he critiques for gets taken over by a new person, so he's kind of desperate to secure his job, and he is famous for creating he's sort of polarizing, because he's very critical or very enthusiastic about things. And then the fun part of watching him work is the fact that he likes to play with the English language. He likes using a thesaurus to kind of embellish things. You know, when somebody's just discovered a thesaurus for the first time, it's a little bit like that. But I really liked watching him play with words. I like playing with words as well. And so that was a really enjoyable part for me. Being a theatre critic, kind of a cliche side of it, he's also gay, which was illegal at the time, and despite the fact that he does have a secretary who works for him, he also enjoys the company of other people and not very privately, and so we've got that kind of like added danger to his character. The critic is played by Sarah McKellen, and then we have Gemma Arterton, who plays an actress who every time something she is in gets reviewed by Jimmy, the theatre critic, she gets absolutely panned, and she's like, it's been years, everything I do, I'm either too fat, too skinny, too overdramatic, too quiet, too colourful, too dull. I just can't get it right. I'm going to go and confront him. So they have this chance meeting, their meet cute, and then they kind of, their worlds intertwine somewhat in a little bit of scandal and some surprising twists and turns. This film is quite a sort of sedate, quiet film in its tone, which was kind of perfect watching for a Saturday afternoon, actually, and just kind of goes along through the story. And then you do get to these twists and turns, and you're kind of like, oh, didn't see that coming. Oh, didn't see that coming. And so it did surprise me in quite a lot of ways, which I quite appreciated. I enjoyed the fact that I got a little bit surprised by this film. But at the same time, it's not surprising in the sense that, like, oh, suddenly we're here and suddenly we're here. Like, it all goes very sedately and just takes you through the story. It's got a very strong storyline. I think it's based on a novel, but I'm not 100% sure. It feels like reading a bit of a kind of almost like a whodunit, but not quite that far, of a novel, and something that you would read on a Saturday afternoon as well, I think. And then we've got kind of these outside forces. We've got the new editor of the paper. We've got the mother. We've got the secretary. We've got kind of the other gentlemen of the club. And then we've got this danger factor of keeping people's careers up and not getting arrested, and who's having an affair with who, and who else is that person sleeping with. And so there is quite a lot of like glitz and glamour. It kind of does definitely conform to the stereotypes of the world of theatre. And then there's these fabulous shots of the kind of the set, the place where Jimmy lives, where Nina lives, and then we've got the Theatreland shots as well, which kind of, when we zoom in to have those first few shots there, I was like, oh, look, it's, you know, it's the theatres, and it's the neon, and it's the lights, and it's them sitting in lounges smoking and having a martini and in one hand and a cigarette in the other, and kind of a cigar in the bath and things like that. It was all very like 1930s glam, and that's a part of it I definitely liked. I think if you're looking for something which is kind of like fast paced, appealing to our, you know, 30-second long maximum video brains, this is not the film for you. However, if you appreciate a story that unravels over time, and you enjoy just sitting and having that story unfold for you in a darkened room, then this one is definitely going to be up your street. I think it was quite nice to take a break from the fast-paced, action-packed, you know, superhero films or your Mission Impossible type of ones. Seeing just a nice drama that has a story, that has some twists and turns, some things you don't see coming, but some things that are predictable. I think it was really enjoyable. My watch actually said, oh, you were asleep for 50 minutes. I'm like, I absolutely wasn't asleep. I was just sitting back and enjoying the film in front of me and escaping and letting myself be in 1930s London in the theatre scene, and I was just having a lovely relaxing time. Do I think you should pay your cinema going money to go and see this one? I think it's definitely an antidote to a lot of things that are on in cinemas right now. I don't think it's going to appeal to everyone, so I think you would have to choose who you are taking to go and see this one with. It's not one of those that has to be seen on the big screen. However, I think if you do watch this one at home, the temptation would be to pick up your phone and scroll whilst you're watching it, and maybe miss some of the more nuanced points, the clues that are dropped in there for you. And so I think it's a nice film. I definitely would recommend watching it. I don't think you have to watch it at the cinema, but it's a definite recommend to watch for me. And if you're looking for a quieter alternative and you like a good plot-driven film, then I think that this one is the one that you should be watching this week. As always, if there is a particular film coming out that you would like me to go and watch and come back here and review for you next week, do let me know in comments. If you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Make sure you are subscribed and hit that notification bell so you don't miss out on future movie and bookish content coming your way. And I will see you with my next video. Thanks for watching.